Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to do this video on advice for beginner weightlifters. We'll start by saying if you're new to it, try to do research whenever you can. Don't just go in there winging it. Go on YouTube, go to well-respected channels and take in as much information as you can, learn as much as you can. When you first start going to a gym, for one thing, don't fall in the trap of thinking that you have to spend your hard-earned money on every single freaking supplement and pre-workout and post-workout. And don't sit here and drop 50 or $100 a month on every single supplement gimmick on the market, because you don't need tons of supplements. I would say really probably two things and you're good to go. Creatine and maybe a quality protein. If you're not getting a high enough protein count in your regular diet. So those two things and you're good to go. If you need a pre-workout, drink a cup of coffee and call it right, because most pre-workouts, no matter what they put in them or how much they cost, it's just caffeine is the main active ingredient that's really giving you any benefit. So there's that. When you go in the gym, one thing is, if you've never been to a gym before and this is your first time, you're probably going to be confused on certain machines, how to use the machine correctly, what muscle it works, how to do good form. Most machines and most gyms, somewhere on the side of the machine, it's going to have a few pictures and a brief description with a few sentences telling you like what muscles are worked and how to move the machine. Go ahead and read that, because there's not much worse than going on a machine and doing it for something that it's entirely not used for altogether. I see people on machines using it for a muscle that it's in no way, shape, or form designed to be used for at all. And for the people who know what they're doing in the gym, they look and they're like, what's this guy trying to do? So read the directions on the machine. Another thing is, study people that when you look around in the gym, you can tell they know what they're doing, tell that they're muscular and they've been there for a while. If you have a doubt, good form on a machine, how to move it correctly or how to move it at all, study someone that you can tell is experienced. Watch what they do on the machine too, to kind of give you an idea. So, there's a thought. A lot of people do this, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, but it's definitely more of an issue if you're a beginner weightlifter, is trying to put a whole lot of effort on impressing people with how much weight you can do. Don't try to impress with the amount of weight you can put on the machine, because there's a couple of mistakes you're going to make. One is you're going to screw up your form big time, because you're so worried about trying to successfully move a weight that's more weight than you can actually handle. You're just going to sling your body. You're going to do it sloppy. You're going to get less benefits than you would. And the second thing is you're probably going to end up with a lot more injuries. And then so you're going to be less effective when you go to the gym, because you're going to try to be working out while you're injured. So don't try to impress with how many plates you can put on a machine. If you got your heart set on trying to impress with how hard you're actually trying, how much effort you're actually putting in with your body. Don't worry about the number on the plates. Do the exercise correctly, no matter how small the weight is. Always focus on do that weight correctly, and let the amount of weight that you're able to do steady and slowly build over the months. But start with the mentality from day one is, I am going to do the form correctly. I'm not swinging any of the weights. I'm doing it correctly, and however much weight I can do, that's what I can do. And then just try real hard. Don't kind of play around with the weights where you can easily have a full conversation while you're doing the weights. Like really put effort into it. And you'll do a lot better that way. You don't have to overtrain. Some people, they are so amazingly motivated and dedicated when they first hit a gym. Like they go in there and, okay, today I'm doing 25 sets for chest. And then tomorrow I'm doing 18 sets for bis and 18 sets for tris. That high amount of sets for any muscle is not necessary. You're just going to be overtraining, and subconsciously you're trying to get through so many sets that what you're going to do is you're not going to put all of your effort into every single set. Because if you're doing like 18 sets for chest, you know you got to survive 18 separate sets. So subconsciously, whether you realize you're doing it or not, you are holding back a little bit because you want to be able to make it through all that. So don't go super high amount of sets for a given muscle. That's another piece of advice. Let's see what else I can think of for beginners. Rest days are actually important, okay? So you don't have to go in 7 days a week, and you don't have to go in 6 days a week. I made that mistake the first couple of years that I was training, and I'm sure I was overtraining. I probably would have gotten better results in the first couple of years if I had a couple, 2 or 3 days of rest throughout the week. When that muscle is being pushed hard and it's being stressed, it needs that time to recuperate and repair itself and heal so that it can actually grow and you can come back and hit it again. So don't neglect the rest days. And this video isn't going to be about how many times a week you should work out. I can do a video on that also. But like I said, just do lots of research. When you're sitting around at your house and you're bored, you got an hour to spare here or there, go online. There are so-called fitness influencers out there who don't even know what they're talking about, barely, and give bad advice. And some of them have like 1 million, 2 million subscribers. So don't automatically assume because you click on a channel and it's a fitness channel that person is going to know what they're talking about. But, you know, like I said, do research. You know, if you're in the gym and you can tell someone's an advanced person in there, you know, approach them and say, hey, how's it going? You know, introduce yourself. Say, you know, I'm new to this. I'm just starting to go to the gym and I want to be dedicated. I want to be serious. And, you know, and then whatever question you have, ask them that question. And 9 out of 10 people who are in the gym that are intermediate advanced, they're not going to think you're bothering them if they see that you're serious and that you're dedicated and you want their advice. Don't feel intimidated when you first go to a gym if you're just now starting out. If you're super rail thin or whether you're super heavy overweight, don't be afraid to begin going to the gym because you're like, well, this place is full of really strong, really fit people and I'm not that way. So, you know, I'm inadequate. Don't have that mentality where you feel really uncomfortable there, because the people who are advanced in the gym, they're not looking at you as inferior. They're looking at you as, hey, this guy is coming to the gym to try to make herself better. And they respect that. What they don't respect is you slinging weights around, acting all sloppy, using a machine that's designed for one muscle and working an entirely different muscle, and it kind of, in their mind, it kind of makes you look like a clown. But what they do respect is a person that's in the gym. They say, oh, this person is trying to make themselves better. If I'm in the gym, let's say some lady comes in there and she's like 260, 275, I'm not going, haha, look at her. I'm going, hey, she is in here trying to make a difference. And I respect that. So don't feel uncomfortable when you start new in a gym. I'm not going to make the video too long, but that's a list of a decent amount of advice I would give to people who are beginners to weightlifting. And if you do injure yourself to where it hurts the next time you go to the gym, don't try to be Johnny Tough Guy and say, yeah, I'm injured, but I'm going to lift anyway. If you realize that you're actually hurt, and it's not just like muscles are sore, if you need to take an extra day, 2 days, 3 days off, if you need a few days to heal so that you're not working out injured every day, take that time and heal. This is Eagle Al. Thanks for watching.